Let's complete one more thing again from the task list, and that would be again practical. Okay, this part. Let's try to cover this thing also. Okay, attack and MITRE Navigator over here onto your screen. Okay, now I have a situation, practical situation in front of you guys. Let's suppose real-time logs whenever we are discussing. Let's come back to our normal log part. I think in day one, I have given you something. Let me share with you if I have. Where is that log? That is just one moment. Threat hunting. Yeah, here is that log, right? So let's suppose we have a raw log like this, okay? And like whenever you're doing real-time things, corporate infrastructure or real-time are so much different from all these demo logs or whatever we are discussing on the table. Although I try to be very much close to the real life, the real practical stuff. Okay. Sometime you will get into a situation where you will see more than one APT is attacking to you, more than one. If you have one, if you are able to see, okay, what is coming to you, that's fine. But if there is a chain attack, right? Chaining attack, I will say, one after the another. People are doing phishing also. It will follow in APT3 also, 29 also, 41 also. Okay. At that point of time, you want to analyze the behavior or you want to create a business strategy, a defense strategy for you. That how comparatively two APTs are attacking to you or more than two APTs are attacking to you. Okay. Fine. This is the situation in front of you, right? Now, with the help of attack and MITRE, guys, since these are all predefined things, you have seen with me enterprise metrics, you have seen with me mobile, you have seen with me ICS, all these things you have seen. Okay. The tools itself, as I told you, all the security solutions are doing an automation, but nobody is doing a customization. Customization, nobody is doing. Okay. How to do in customization or how to understand an attack more nicely. Okay. So what you can do, guys, let's first of all come over here, groups. Okay, come to groups, APT 3 and 29. Okay, so APT 3 guys belong to which country, right? Which country is involved in this? Because that's a, I think, state sponsored thing, right? It's China, right? And what is the motto behind it? What they are doing? They are targeting US over here. And APT 29 is Russia, I guess. Right? And what is the motto? The motto that you will see, the victims, they are involving from Asia, Middle East, North America, Europe. These all things are included over there, right? Solar winds, right? I guess you guys have heard of this vulnerability also. Sunburst. Okay, that was becoming very popular 1.5 years back with what my remembrance is. Okay, so that was a common name which I remember just by reading it over here. Solar winds. Okay, this was there. Nobelium. This was also Novelium. I think this is a ransomware or a malware which was being there. Let me just quickly research right for it. So Nobelium is also very much popular in the corporate logs. A lot of companies were being hacked with this one also last year. Not this year, last year. Nobelium ransomware must be there, I guess. Yeah, that was a ransomware. Okay, this thing. Foggy web, something was there. Okay. So now what we have to do, our main crux goal is to understand. I want to make a comparison. Okay, this is the task. We want to compare now. We have read about, we have to compare. Now, why we are doing comparison in your real life or in your daily life or daily operations, whenever you are doing a threat hunt, you get two APTs in front of you for the same situation. How would you compare what techniques and techniques are in common? If those are common, you can discard them. That would be easier, right? But if you don't compare it and you just go by the usual way, You can map, there is no problem, but there is no direction, right? There is no like preciseness in your answers, I would say, because it will fall under APT3 also, it will fall under APT29 also. So how will you take the best strategical decision over there? Okay, so we'll customize this thing. So you all have to open this page, guys. I'll give you a minute over here, right? Just open it, we'll do together. Okay, I'm just changing the theme to a light theme because this light one you will see better one. Creating a new layer, enterprise, and you can see the matrix. See, there are three controls over here. I will use a orange highlighter over here. Okay, there are three controls: selection controls, layer controls, and technique controls. First thing is there are three controls over here. We are trying Navigator in front of you. Okay, then you will see there is a lock, right? There is a lock over here where you can select all the techniques over here with parent or across tactics or with parent, right? So sub techniques and selected techniques all are selected together over here. All you're selecting the complete enterprise matrix over here. Okay, then there is a search where you can search for any technique, you can search for any APT, you can search for any software, you can search for any sub technique, any data source, any mitigation, whatever you want to search, you can search over here. Okay, let's suppose you are looking for APT3. So APT3 you write, correct? That will give you the chance to search the things, right? For example, you just mentioned APT3, all the techniques would be selected over here regarding things, right? And thread groups you can open, you can select APT3 over here because you are writing APT3, so it is selecting 30, 32, 37, whatever there are, right? So search is working very well over here. There is no problem. Whatever you want to select, you can select over here. Okay. Again, you will press, it will go back. Then you will see there is a cross button where you can deselect the selected techniques. This is for deselection. Okay, that's all for the selection controls, right? Then you have layer controls. When you click on the first one, this is like giving you a layer information. For example, I will write this is my APT3. APT3 description I can write this is my first layer. This is my first layer. Okay, add metadata, links, whatever you want to add, you can add, and you can just save it. It will be automatically saved. Cool, fine. Then next option is there. This is the download. Since you want to have a representation or you want to upload this thing to some other security solution tools where you need to ingest or you need to incorporate APT3 techniques over there. So that's a JSON format. Okay, you can upload over there. There is no problem. It will start mapping the data for you. So that's like something where you want to present the data, right? Basically. Then you have export to Excel option. You can export this thing to the entire matrix to Excel. Okay, maybe you want to share it with the team, something highlighted, some annotations, some comments, some feedback you want to take. So Excel formats, CSV formats are very much famous in the blue teamings, right? Then you have a camera icon which says like render to an SVG image, scalar vector graphic, full quality image, which you can use in the reports. There is no problem. Full quality image are there. Okay, you can crop the image, you can edit a little bit. Okay, you can play around. Then you have a filter. Filter, you want to filter by the operating systems, you can do that. Basically, the sources and platforms. Linux, Mac OS, Windows, Azure AD, Office 365, and all of these stuff. Cool, fine. Then you have sorting, right? Sorting in alphabetical order, or you want to play around with the numbering part also, you can play. Okay. Then color setup is there. I will let you know later on. This color setup, right? Then this is hide and show option. This also I'll let you know. Okay. This is like expanding the sub technique, right? Collapsing the sub technique. And this is like expand the annotated sub technique. So let's suppose you want to write a comment to a technique. You can write a comment in the technique control. For example, this is important. This is important. You can highlight like this. So now this is annotated. Okay. So you want to show the sub technique which are annotated, you can show that. Right? That makes sense. Right? These are commented things. Cool. Similarly, we can remove the comment also. There is no problem. You can remove the comment like this. You will remove the things also, right? Then there is an option this is like of no use. Site layout. You want to change the layout of the thing, and there is an option to toggle state. Toggle state and show hide disable. This thing you will see with me in a while. Just 2-3 minutes. You will see all the stuff. Okay, this is there. Then if you want to hyperlink, you can define a hyperlink. You want to give it a score to the technique, you can give that too. Okay. So how will we do that? How will we do that? Right. Just have a look. I'll start from the beginning. Right. So I'm just creating a new layer. Okay. For both of the APTs. Right. I'm just clicking on the layer and just defining APT3 over here. Right. This is my first layer. Right. This is there. Right. Then I am selecting over here APT3. Right. So you can see APT3 as we select. Right. As soon as you select, you will see two differences over here. I will zoom a little bit more over here. Okay. See, this is like 43 techniques are being used over here. Okay. One more thing which I wanted to add and I miss it over here is, okay, right, which is this one with the parent, right? So now you will see this number is changing across tactics and sub technique with parent. Okay, this is changing, right? So I'll select with the parent. That would make sense. Precise things over here, right? Now what I'll do is we'll color this thing a little bit so that it will be distinguished. Okay, have a look. Color setup is there. I am just selecting my tactic row as gray. Low value I am selecting over here as 1 and 3. Reason I'll give you why we are selecting. Okay. See, there are 3 colors there on the table right now. You can give any color, but make sure it has a range, right? For example, you can add 5 colors. You need to mention 5 things over here on the left hand side. Otherwise, if you select 100 till 1 to 100, it will showcase you red color only, which I don't want, right? So that's the reason we are using 1 to 3. So I'm giving a rank over here, 1, 2, and 3. 1 belongs to red, 2 belongs to yellow, 3 belongs to green. This is the color combo that we are making right now. Okay, fine. So now you will see as I give him a score of 1, it will become red. You will see. See, I'll give 1, it will become red. I'll give 2, it will become yellow. If I give 3, it will become green. Fine, that's clear, right? So I'm giving 1. Cool. All the techniques which have APT3 will now have red color. Is that clear? Fine. Let me do it once again in front of you for APT29. Let's go ahead. Create a new layer, enterprise. This time, let's give it APT29. This layer name I'm giving APT. You can directly click on the layer name. This is the second layer. Cool, fine. Let's give it a color combination again. Same thing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 times. Is it there? That is there. Cool, no problem. Again, I'm giving 2 layer color 2 over here. Okay, I have not selected anything over here. So I have to select APT29. Let me select that. APT29 selected. Done. Okay. 83 techniques are being selected. They will come with the square boxes. Okay. But no color so far. We will give them a color of green. Sorry, yellow. All are selected with yellow color now. Okay. Now you want to make a comparison, right? Again a plus. This time, create layers from another layer. Okay, as soon as you click on it, guys, you will see there are two things which are highlighted, A and B. Now there are variable assigned to these layers, A and B. Okay, we can perform some mathematical operations just like you use the Bodmas rule, right, in math, right? So there is a link given over here. We can open this thing. I can copy, right, copy link, and I can open it over here, right? All these operators which we can use, like this one, whatever as per the situation you want to assign, left to right, grouping you want to do, addition you want to do, like left to right, you want to compare the two layers, you can easily do that. Okay, example I will do over here. I'll choose attack and MITRE, right? I'll choose A plus B. Whatever common is there, that will come in front of me. I'll create. Okay, this is layer by operation. The name is coming layer by operation, and I will say this is the combined layer. How I can make a difference and distinguish over here, right? How I can make a distinguish. See, if you see this green one, this is 1 plus 2 becomes 3. 3 color was green. Third color was green. First color was red. This is scoring 1. That means it is present in APT3. This one is present in APT29. This is present in both of them. Let's check. I'll go to APT29. You can see exploitation for client. It is there, right? I'll go to APT3. Exploitation for client execution is there. Okay. So this is the combined layer, guys. Have a look. Okay. All of these things which are common, you will see in this matrix. How to detect presence of tools like Cobalt Strike and Mimic Attacks in a system. So let's suppose we have like these two tools, right? If you have Mimic Attacks in the system, right? See, first thing you can start monitoring if you have like Sysmon with you. Okay, so you should start looking at lsas.exe logs, logging. Okay, Windows event logging you can also see, but you have to be very much focused on lsas.exe because there must be an attempt to lsas.exe accessibility for sure, 100%. Okay, so they write circle lsa dumps like that. I think this is the command, and another command was privilege okay, privilege debug okay. I think debugging command was there. Debugging command. Okay, debugging command is there. I'm specifically talking for Mimikatz right now. So circle LSA and debugging, you can stop these two things into the group policy management editor. So I'll showcase you group policy edit group policy. Okay, under security settings, what is this group music? Under the security settings, right, under the security settings, you will have local policies, and you will have user, this thing. There you will see debug programs, right? This thing, right? So when they will check this thing, privilege debug. I remember the command now. Privilege hyphen debug. You can just disable this thing right from here. Debug program should be disabled. Okay. So once they check privilege 20 okay, right? If they write privilege 20 okay and this command is executed. So this command is actually telling you that you have the correct privilege with you. If you do not give them the status right, so they will not escalate the privilege, because for this, after this command you can do a lot with mimikatz if you already know, right? So you can disable this thing, and even you can block this thing at the application level. Block listing, you can do this whole execution of the command, right? This is there, right? So as of now, the two things which I told you, I'll give you more, right? There are more things. So you can install mimikatz, Mr. Arul, or you can, anybody of you, try to execute this command and then enable this thing, and then again try this thing. It will get stopped onto your system, right? And monitoring side, same solution, sysmon server you can set up. Start looking for lsas.exe logging. Even in the Windows event logs, you will get the answers over there for mimikatz, because it's quite common. Windows understand it very nicely. Okay. About the Cobalt Strike. Okay. So whenever you create a payload from this Cobalt Strike, okay. So I'm talking about the commercial one, right? So you have to very keep an eye on the digital certificates. Okay, these certificates anyone can fake you. For example, let's encrypt, that will provide you open source certificate. Keep an eye on it, right? Because that will be not detectable, and more attacks are being there from this certificate. More attacks are there because it's free, right? Automated open source. Nobody will say like it is unauthenticated. Nobody will say. Okay. Another thing which you can focus is, since I tell you like a beacon thing is there, that's the reason I read you this. And you can check the response of the HTTP, especially the HTTP status codes, right? For example, 403, right? What you're getting at the backend, you can check the status code over there. Then you can check the in your SIM solution, if you ask me how you will detect it. So the presence, how will you detect? You can check into, because nowadays everyone is using Microsoft, and if you're not using, they are using in collaboration with Office 365 Defender. The profiling of the beacon, basically the profiling of the beacon, okay, that will help you to do that. Then DNS logs and proxy logs, 100% you will get the answer over there for Cobalt Strike. Okay,